just because of how much engage and utility it provides to this squad. Leonites, on the other hand, can pick up the Corki for themselves, or rather the Kaisa. Janna can be their rotation here, but they decide to go with double disengage, but the beefy iteration of it. Not the Gragas Janna, but the Gragas Corki. No, but the Gragas Braum, rather.
Right, and these are huge picks for the United Esports, but FENNEL University picking up Nami and Corki in return to battle Azul against the United Esports. But remember, we talked about Olaf coming into the United Esports. They played this through, and this is the one that won them against Mermo Esports. Now they're picking up once again with an Akali potentially coming through into the mid lane.
Yeah, for Sean. This is where Sean is gonna shine even more, I suppose, as if they're able to make this Akali work. We've seen how Akali, if there is no Galio, there is no Braum, there's no Gragas. That means there are no threats to this Akali pick. This is basically a free reign for Sean, unless this is for Jash. Let's see what the final picks are going to be for FENNEL University. They have to fear this Akali, though. They have to make sure that the Akali is immediately taken care of, or else a lot of the squishies on FENNEL Adversity's side, there's literally no tanks on their end. The tankiest member is going to be dumbing because of his build. With the Sterax, possibly, that will follow suit, and the Deadmans, we'll see how it's going to go.
Yeah, and Leonites Esports went an extra mile. When what we mean they lack on CC, they alleviated with the Gragas pick, with a Braum pick, and having these two champions are so huge in those 5v5s. They can engage, they can disengage, and set up for the play for Olaf, Kaisa, and Akali to be able to try and impact FENNEL Adversity. And this disables that backline access for FENNEL as well. And as you stated, FENNEL is lacking when it comes to the tank composition. What would they do against these beefy champions for the United Esports as we head into game 2 for the United Esports up against FENNEL Adversity?
And of course, you have a Braum. That means you have a strong level 1. That means you will bother the red buff take of the enemy jungler. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Let's see how Dumbing deals with this as the dual lane, or rather, as Raffi rotates over to top side.
I think they tried to be able to even support it, but FENNEL Adversity just has Nami roaming all around. And I think this is in response to how the United Esports has been sided with a Braum coming into the mid lane. And this is interesting. You have Braum just sitting with the jungler. This is traditional Wild Rift went back into patch 2.2, patch 2.1, that this had been very predominant into the Rift.
Yeah, exactly, with the Braum being able to roam around with the jungler, leaving the Kaisa all alone as a pretty good wave clear as well. Except, you know, we didn't get to see the roams with row 1. He's going to be fine for now with the Acadian Rain wave clear. As now Keep Distance returns to his lane. That's just a poke. Look at that. I think Andy69 and Sean got the awkward deal of that harass.
Yeah, and you have Gragas as well. It's just a barrel coming in for FENNEL Adversity, but you're looking at a collapse here into the riverbed, into the bot side. Rift Cutler. What will happen? Keep Distance is so low.
Power.
HP, that's gonna be the flash for flash. They're coming through. That's the first blood for FENNEL Adversity. Quick response for Power. Gives them 2 kills out of that.
That's crazy. Jash was busy pushing the lane, and then out of nowhere, Power manually walks from the tippity top to the riverside, to the mid lane rather, and grabs 2 kills for the team. And this is not going to be pretty. Power can potentially be a huge menace. Actually, the other kill went over to Danny, but still, both of these went over to carries, especially Power, that will navel the 4-1 split push, 1-3-1 as well, if you include Doming here on the Xin Zhao.
Yeah, and now look at the disparity when it comes to the gold distribution here. The top side, you have Power now leading into around 500 gold lead. When it comes to the ADC, you have 400 gold lead for Danny up against row 1. So this difference could be the key to victory here for FENNEL Adversity when it comes to the early game. They could capitalize onto these early advantages. If they could, they'll be able to impact later on. But you have
look at Andy69
going for the flank killer instinct, gonna come in. Danny's gonna go for the Valkyrie away. Raffi is just stalling away, zoning for safety onto Danny. I think that overall is Rafi's worthy sacrifice for Danny to not get killed down.
Really nicely done by Leonites Esports. No vision over there for that gang. I suppose FENNEL, little bit comfortable in the lane, considering that Danny had Valkyrie, Rafi still had Flash. So top side.
Ignite, potentially burn him down, forces out the barrier, actually. Which will now be wasted down FENNEL adversity. Power will get the better trade of that top side. Pressure for Power.
Yeah, it's a huge advantage. Again, that one kill basically put Jash in an awkward spot in the lane, unable to get that 1v1 on board at least. Now, 4 seconds on the clock before the shield or the mountain drake will spawn. And I feel like Leonites is pressured to take this. The fact that Danny and Shaw is there on the opposite side of the spectrum demands them to have as much mitigation as they need. But for sure, looking at the map though, Andy69 already starting the Rift Herald.
And Kaisa is going for the Mountain Dragon. This is a very, very risky split here for Leonites Esports. Because this will split up the manpower that Leonites Esports has. And with this information, FENNEL Adversity can go all in for the Rift Herald. They're not stopping. They're going all in. Leonites Esports going for Shuriken flip though. Jumping through. Olaf will get slain. Rift Herald will go to the side of FENNEL Adversity. And that will be the 2-0 as Leonites Esports will retreat. And FENNEL will get a lot of kills, a lot of advantage out of that.
Yeah, 4K gold lead in favor of FENNEL. And Shaw, I swear, you play Orianna like an assassin champion.
He's doing it. He's doing miracle plays here for Shaw. He's able to capitalize on his range, and his range has damage. The FENNEL Adversity takes a kill from that, from the mid lane as a solo for Shaw. Huge disparity in deficit right now for Leonites Esports.
Sorry, I was a little bit caught off guard as Jash is able to get a solo kill against Power. But yeah, Shaw's performance as the Orianna, I'm really happy he's able to pick this up again. And now Earth Drake, Mountain Drake, keep distance though, lingering around the corner, but the positioning of Leonites, I don't think they can contest this one as they don't have information.
Yeah, well, keep distance is keeping him distance away for FENNEL Adversity as this is a 5v1. It's just a potential try to get this kill down, but at the end of the day, it's FENNEL Adversity taking the Mountain Dragon, immediately going to the bot lane.
They have the Rift Herald. They have the dragon, singular. So far, there's a 4-man here versus 4 as well. We'll see if the collapse is going to happen.
Danny, tidal wave going for the disengage, a lot of damage. FENNEL will get a third plate, disengaging against United Esports a lot. With the Mountain Dragon, also some gold to top it all off.
I really like the combo of the tidal wave plus the special delivery. I think it's a little bit similar to, oh dear, look at the damage. Row 1 forced to back away right away. He just arrived in the lane from base and now forced back again. Danny doing a lot of work here. Very brave, as knowing the fact that Doming is already lingering around this area. They want to finish what they've started. They want to take down this tower.
Yeah, they're being hyper-aggressive here, and keep distance cannot do anything but just to keep him distance away from FENNEL Adversity because it's just too much damage. You already have 5k gold lead for FENNEL Adversity, and when you're considering Domain having that level advantage at 1 for every single role here up against United Esports, that level advantage is just too much. Now Power going for against Jash, as once again, it is a kill for the United Esports against Power.
Yeah, that was a close 1v1. Power unable to reach Jash because there's just so much mobility coming from the Akali, so it's so hard to just basically try to secure the kill. You're going to end up trying to chase. And now Andy69 is able to get a secure or help relieve pressure.
Danny with a missile barrage prediction got the kill down out of the blue. What a kill from Danny.
Dear. Yeah, what are the carries of FENNEL Adversity doing today? First off, Shaw with a flash, kill, and then Danny with a Valkyrie with a missile barrage. The carries are really stepping up today.
Yeah, although 1v1 here. Power, really low. Whoa, the clutch here from
Cast.
Power. Actually goes for the riposte, canceling out the explosive cast. Now, Power goes in, dashes away, body slam, goes for the CC chain. Sean will charge up his barrel, but he cannot ring it down onto Power, and FENNEL will get a turret from top lane, brings down tier 2.
Yeah, Power is just this beacon, the signal beacon that would flash red. Leonites is always forced to go there. Look at the damage.
Shockwave! Forces out the heal because it was 1 HP and there was a burn coming in from Leandris of Shaw. A good trade for FENNEL Adversity, trading that out and potentially even stealing out the red buff here up against Andy69.
FENNEL Adversity has just so much control over this map. Again, Power has been serving as that red beacon. Look at the pokes. Jash.
Tidal Wave going in for the disengage. Jash
Down.
actually just going in for the backside, but no follow through for Leonites Esports.
It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Assassin top lane versus the 80 carry. Danny, look at that. You kill me, I buy a Zonius Hourglass. So, I mean, I guess that's how it goes as well. But the Zonius Hourglass getting picked up just by time when Jash comes in as well. Triple Twin Shadows just to spot out Jash in the Shroud or whenever to see if the flank is going to happen. 3 seconds till the Ocean Drake spawns, and both teams are now done with a reset. But information, FENNEL has that Scholar.
Yeah, and Andy69 went in for the face pit. Actually got the Ocean down. From Adversity going for the Ocean Dragon as 3k HP will remain onto this objective as I think Leonites Esports tries to go in for the explosive cast, but just zoning them away. FENNEL Adversity has locked in onto the Ocean Dragon.
Getting that Omni Vamp.
Nope.
Danny.
They're
Danny's
moving their
rockets have been hitting so hard.
With just one. I mean, half HP already for a 1.
Look at Danny, he's so aggressive.
I think it's just the special delivery active in for FENNEL Adversity that enables them to do that. Now Sintel comes in. Tidal Wave will go in, but will be countered by the Bronze Shield. But in the end, it's FENNEL Adversity going for triple kill here. Make it 4. As they bring down Leonites Esports, Jash will be the only one remaining into the bot side of the map, and FENNEL Adversity is immediately going to the Baron buff as it's available. No jungler for Leonites Esports.
It is a free Baron. FENNEL Adversity is already in an 11k gold lead. This team is insane. Full control, very confident, unfazed at all. And Power. We talked about this before. He is that red beacon, flashing red beacon that forces Leonites forces, basically, to go and expend 2 people or 3 to punish Power every single time, forcing Leonites to lose a tower or 2 or map control in general afterwards. FENNEL playing this game really, really, really great. A lot of patience and just only doing necessary movements as much as they can. Looking at the vision, FENNEL Adversity. Mostly set up for the Baron now that it expired, now that it's done. It's sieging time for FENNEL.
They're waiting just for the right opportunity to engage this FENNEL Adversity. Pressuring in mid lane, pushing in bot lane, pushing in top lane. Separates the manpower for Leonites Esports as they try to go for the defense play here. But still, the damage is just too much to even just try to go for that clear wave up against his Baron buffed minions.
Yeah, and Leonites has no response to it. They have the Arcadian Rain for that wave clear. They have Sean as well for the barrels. But so far, FENNEL, the pokes coming from Danny has been extra painful. And Shaw as well being a big threat.
Now going in for the explosive cast, actually disengages onto Dominant, but there was just a little bit of hope there. The shuriken flip onto Danny, not gonna push through. It's just too much damage coming in for FENNEL Adversity is down. Twin Shadows will slow Andy69 down. Shuriken flip will connect onto Danny. Once again, will not follow through with a dash away. FENNEL Adversity consistently going in for the push here into the bot side of the map as Leonites Esports going for the defense. Can they do it though? Now gonna be the question in mind. FENNEL Adversity backing back.
Yeah, no cask from the Leonites Esports means no possible cask to push carries into the arms of Leonites. But FENNEL still very patient. They decided that, hey, we pretty much got what we wanted. Mid lane is already open. Bot and top are close to dying. So FENNEL, happy about their pickup, just goes home. Now Danny, with that Infinity Edge third item, now Staff of Flowing Water rather, onto Raffi, already helping assist with the ability Haste, I suppose. Look at this. Shaw, solo split pushing, by the way, with a Twin Shadow information. Shaw is going to be fine, is going to back away. Now Air Drake is going to be spawning soon. Now FENNEL looking to set that up.
10 seconds, and you have so much vision for FENNEL Adversity. Just too difficult for Leonites Esports to maneuver into this habitat that FENNEL Adversity is now staying on, because bot side quadrant, left side quadrant for Leonites Esports is not their territory any longer. Now Glacial Pressure goes for the engage. Explosive can't follow through. The bounty stand to go for the CC chain. Tidal Wave though will go for the knockup and Corky to finish it down. Sean will fall. Keep Distance will fall. And FENNEL Adversity has taken 2 kills with 0 trade from Leonites Esports.
Exactly, and look at the map. Power was busy keeping 2 people busy. Though he's the red flashing beacon that says, come and get me, and now look at the result.
It is downfall for Leonites Esports. That was the product of that beacon for power. Now FENNEL Adversity though, getting all inhibitor turrets down. Now going for the Baron buff. Look at that, Leonites Esports doesn't have any permission. Take note that FENNEL Adversity took the top side route to go into the Baron buff. So the ward coming in from that blue buff cannot even envision Leonites Esports. And now it's going to be FENNEL Adversity with the Baron buff uncontested here. As now this might be the end gaming objective. Leonites Esports are only hope to even go for the ace if they can.
FENNEL has so much space to work with. 517 for Danny, 408 for Shaw. Big gold gaps between their counterparts in the lane. So FENNEL in a very, very comfortable lane. We're looking at, what, 20k gold lead already for FENNEL, approximately. And now they're just taking this Air Drake as a big bonus. Just for more roams, more of that movement speed, I suppose, to go to Leonites' base.
And this might be the second time that we have FENNEL Adversity's game go into the 20k gold lead. And with the Cloud Dragon, they have the mobility. They're jumping in. Akali goes into the backside with Shuriken Flip, but Tidal Wave will go for the disengage for his teammates to follow through, and Danny's still going to be safe with the Valkyrie jumping all around. It's now going to be the 2v5 as Leonites Esports lost 3 members out of that. Now FENNEL Adversity focusing on to the Nexus base, and it's over. FENNEL Adversity taking it home with a 2-0 sweep once again.